Well, it's once again time to say hey there and hi there and ho there, internet. I have finally successfully put this hunk of crap back together. And my god, it's windy. Jesus, running. Oh, it is a fantastic feeling to take something, god damn the wind, completely apart by yourself with no prior knowledge and slap it back together and have it actually work correctly. And considering your ass is gonna be, you know, held onto this thing by just two little pieces of rubber and whatever the engine's doing underneath you, it's always good when it actually works correctly. Man, it's like a sail. Put my arm out. Oh my god. So let's discuss, hey, I'm feeling adventurous and I wish to go and buy a bicycle. No, bicycle. I'm feeling adventurous and wish to buy my own motorcycle that is sitting for 8 years. And I will go ahead and make it mine. Alright, let's go and list the shit I had to do to make this thing work again. Number 1. So I got it home and I was test riding it around. Now I took it on a very short test ride the day of purchase, and it sounded terrible. It was awful. I should not have ridden it as far as I did. Now, even that, it was only like 10 miles. But, you know, I never dealt with this particular motorcycle before. It's hard to tell what is a good noise and what is an oh my god, park that shit and don't go ahead and run it again until you put it back together. First things I had to do and deal with is frickin' here. The brakes locked up on the front side entirely. I got it home and they were cherry frickin' red. It was something to behold. Not pleasant. So, I have rebuilt, not with new rubbers mind you, but just taking apart and ultrasonic cleaning and brake cleaner cleaning and scrubbing and ultrafine sanding. Oh, wrong button. Ah, fucking horn. Ugh. All the brakes required a complete and total teardown. There is just nothing for it. If the bike has been sat for a long time, prepare yourself. Now, the only way to get these pistons out of their sleeves was not the hydraulic force of the actual brake line. It required me to use a grease gun. In fact, I had to purchase a grease gun specifically to go ahead and do that. Because unfortunately, there's no other way. They would not come out, and since there's two of them, you cannot just rely upon getting, you know, once you get one started, woo, it comes out. No, because once one starts, the other one gets stuck. So there you are. Number 1, brakes. Should be the first thing that you do, brakes. Second up, I had to adjust the valves because they were really super far out of alignment. As in, I had one valve on, god man, it's a 45, not a 25. One of the rear valves was set to 10.010, that is, and pretty much everything else was set at 0.02 or 0.002. They were way out of whack. Now, valves will tighten up over time. That's normal, and very few motorcycles actually come with self-adjusting valves. And my understanding is it's for the power. You lose power if you allow them to self-adjust. Man, this mirror. Alright, so valves, we're done. And in doing so, I got to see the internals of the engine and verify that not only was the engine internals in fantastic shape, someone had come through and done the oil modification. That's kind of a thing with these engines. You put an oil line at the bottom of the oil pickup and send clean oil right up to the top of the heads. Okay, yeah, it's... what the hell? If you want to go to the yard sale, stop at the yard sale. Alright, oil mod. Did that. Huzzah and yippee. Ah, it's fucking horn. Alright, so we did that. Someone else had come through and actually drilled and tapped the cams. So they actually deliver more oil at the top of the head as well. So the cams are the original cams, but they've been drilled and tapped. The cam chain tensioners are not original, they are updated. So that's cool. So, valve clearances, set those. And to do that, again, you need to take off the front radiator and drain all the fluid out completely. So, that fluid is changed as well. And, you know, not only that, you got to go through and bump. You need to drain the engine oil, which I've done, I think, 3 times now. Alright, so brakes. Valves. On the plus side, none of the valve covers were screwed and needed work. Next up on our list, the clutch fluid hadn't been changed in for fucking ever. So that was changed. Alright. Next, had to get to the rear wheel because the tank, this has got 2 tanks, the tank had accumulated so much rust that every time I clean shit and would put stuff back together, the cards would jam up again because of rust in the system. So I think I'm on fuel filter number 3 or 4, I don't remember. Too many. It was stupid, I should have cleaned the damn tanks to begin with, but the reason why is the tank that I'm basically sitting on top of, this is a tank, but the one that I'm sitting on is underneath the seat, can only be pulled out by removing all the stuff on the back of the bike. That is the sissy bar, the shocks, basically everything but the frame has to come off the back. There's a mud guard, all kind of shit back there, all the wiring, all the spark boxes, everything. And then you have to unbolt the battery box, which also has the fuel pump, which also has, well, I better slow down, the relay crap on it, so that you can wiggle and yank the auxiliary tank out the back end of the bike. And then you can